Hello everybody, my name is Monse and I'm going to be talking about My Chemical Romance. And My Chemical Romance is a rock band. It's my favorite band, and it's my favorite band because it talks about a lot of topics that you normally do not hear, and it's in a really poetic way that nobody or not a lot of people does. So I'm gonna be starting with the beginning. This band was released in 2001. Gerard Way, that is the leader singer, he was walking on the street one day on September 11 and he witnessed the attacks, those horrible moments, and he thought that he was wasting his life. He was working at that moment in drawing comic books. So with a friend of him, they decided to create this band and they started to writing songs and producing them. They made this album called I Brought You My Bullets, You Broke Me Your Love, and it is a really quite depressing album. When he heard the whole album, he said that he would do not the same kind of albums, he thought that it was too dark. So in 2004 they released Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge. That is the second album. It is a really good album. It's not as dark as the first one, but you can still hear the aggressive lyrics and all that, because it was something that, kind of his style, kind of the style of they used to have. And this album was released, was dedicated to the grandmother of Gerard and Mikey Way. Now, Mikey Way is the brother of Gerard Way that also was in the band. In this album, you can see that it's not as melancholic and as dissonant as the first one, because I can say that it's really dissonant. The first album, you do not hear any melody that you can actually sing with. It doesn't have that. It's just a lot of noises. In the second album, you can hear really good melodies and a really good songs, and you can see that they improved with their style. In 2006, the third album was released that is called The Black Parade. Now, this album is I think it's my favorite album of the band, and they actually want to be remembered with this album. Now, this album is really theatrical and poetic. It's really, really nice. The way of how they used to look for this album was completely different. In this third album, you see the story of a cancer patient that is in a hospital and is actually dying. That's something that I actually really liked about this album, because not in a lot of songs you can hear people talking about cancer in this way, that you are not gonna make it. But at the end of the whole album, you can hear things saying that I am not afraid to keep on living. I am not afraid to walk this world alone. It was something big for me. The fourth album that it was released in 2006, 2009, that is called Danger Days, The True Life of the Fabulous Killjoys. To this album, there is a really big change of how they made their music. It's kind of like more popish than rock. So in this album, you can hear the music it doesn't have like a really deep meaning. It has connections with other songs that they released, not just in their albums, but in others, like collaboration and stuff. And the looks change also, like their music. And you can hear like more hope in their songs also. The style of the band grew up. They grew up, I grew up, and I totally enjoy how the band changed and how I changed. Because we can see in the first one that they were angry with everything and everyone. But at the end of the day, in the last album, they felt released, they felt happy. You can feel happy with them, with their songs. And now, the band split up in 2013. It was kind of a shock for me, but as I told you, everyone needs to grow up, and they grow up, and as everything good in life, it has to end. And yeah, that's all for me. This is why I like My Chemical Romance. It is a really unique band. It has really unique songs. It has really unique lyrics that talks about topics that not a lot of people talk. And for me, a teenage that was not scared or not angry but alone, it was something quite big and quite nice. Thank you for watching and listening. Bye.